Bonnie, and I'm the host of the Innovator Series brought to you by Technology for Obama. I'm here with Stacey Lawson, who is the co-founder of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Technology at the School of Engineering at University of California, Berkeley. So it's a pleasure to be with you, Stacey.
Thanks, Shelby.
So I'm curious about this coming election this fall. Clearly we've talked a lot about innovation, and if you care about innovation, should you care about this election?
Absolutely. So, our economy and our social structure, our social environment is not a leveraged buyout just waiting to be disassembled and sold off in parts. I think it's really important that we are investing now in the kinds of things that we need to create a thriving long-term economy, like infrastructure and education and broadband and R&D and other areas that President Obama and his administration clearly understand. I think it's really critical that we make those investments now in order to be setting up a thriving landscape for all of us going into the future.
And how do you think, whether it's Obama or his administration, how they made an effort to be in touch with what's happening in the technology world?
Well, clearly, conversations with you and me and others in the technology space have been part of his campaign and part of the process of understanding the innovation landscape. But some of the initiatives that he's been focused on, I think, are really, really key. I mean, the U.S. right now ranks 24th in infrastructure, and we know that for any small business to thrive, that getting products and services and information faster to their destination is going to be critical. So investing in our roads and ports and airports and bridges, as well as investing in things like broadband. Right now, 68% of our households have access to broadband. That leaves only a third of our households that are not part of the digital economy. And so closing the digital divide is something that President Obama has committed to. Improving education, investing in R&D, as I mentioned, and these other areas are ones that he has made vocal. He is supporting vocally and making sure that we have those critical pieces in place.
And what do you, in terms of kind of just general innovation, how do we as kind of government think about the correct levels of innovation, especially when you look at, it's easy to make all these stories about, someone's researching some silly worm or something like that, but it's not always clear where innovation or research today will lead you 20 years from now. So how do you think about the right role of government in terms of funding research, basic research?
Well, what we know is that basic research is often not economically viable for industry. And so we need to have some part of our society, government and our universities, that are actually investing in the basic research that then can be translated into applied research and direct technology down the road. And what I think the president has been clear on is that basic research is an area where we need government investment, and that manufacturing as an industry, this is not exactly your question, but is actually a really critical industry sector to make sure that our innovation cycle continues, that 60% of all industry-based investment in R&D happens in the manufacturing sector. And it's a critical link between the upstream technology innovation and the downstream ability to manufacture it that allows us to keep that innovation loop going. And so not only does the manufacturing sector bring us immediate job opportunity, but it in fact is part of this healthy loop of innovation management over time. And so his focus on re-stimulating manufacturing, investing in things like R&D, tax credits, and making sure that the upstream investment by government in basic research is actually met by industry in downstream applications and technology and manufacturing advancements is really, really key. And that's not something I've heard from the other side.
Well, that's great. Very insightful and helpful. So Stacey, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We look forward to talking to you more, so thank you.